Good morning, and welcome to your AIDailyPress morning podcast for February 2, 2026. I'm your host, Walter. In British politics, former UK ambassador to the US, Lord Peter Mandelson, has resigned from the Labour Party amid revelations of financial links to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. In the world of finance and technology, Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao is calling for clear guidelines on cryptocurrency regulation, while researchers at Google have made a breakthrough in natural language processing with an AI model that can understand and generate human-like text. On the environmental front, scientists are warning about the alarming rate of deforestation in the Amazon rainforest, with nearly 20% of its forest cover lost in just a few decades. In business news, U.S. container imports have taken a hit due to trade shifts and tariffs, with significant implications for the global shipping industry. And in Japan, an aging farming couple has decided to quit rice production, highlighting the challenges faced by small-scale farmers in the country. We'll be diving deeper into these stories throughout the day. So now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and then she'll know what's right now. I'm Barbara. Firstly, we've been following the disturbing case of Liam Conejo Ramos, a young boy who was detained along with his father by immigration authorities. This incident has sparked a national conversation about the treatment of migrant families and the need for reform. We'll continue to provide updates on this story as it unfolds. In international news, the conflict in Ukraine continues to escalate, with reports of Russian drone strikes killing civilians, including minors, and injuring others at a maternity hospital. The U.S. is mediating peace talks, but progress has been slow. We urge all parties involved to prioritize the safety and well-being of civilians and work towards a peaceful resolution. Lastly, we're seeing a significant development in international relations as the United Kingdom explores joining the European Union's Security Action for Europe Defence Fund. This move could boost the UK's defence industry and enhance cooperation among European countries on security matters. We'll be keeping a close eye on this story and its implications for global security. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. Firstly, we discussed the Indian government's proposal to allow foreign individuals to invest directly in the country's equity market. This move has the potential to attract a new wave of foreign retail money into India, but it's essential to note that the immediate impact may be limited due to current risk-off modes among overseas investors. Secondly, we analyzed the recent union budget announcements, which include significant changes to the tax collected at source and tax deducted at source regimes. These changes are expected to ease upfront cash flow pressure and improve affordability for individuals, particularly those traveling abroad or seeking medical treatment. Lastly, we touched on the story of the government's plan to simplify tax collection by proposing threshold and rate changes in TCS. The budget aims to reduce the compliance burden on taxpayers and make the tax system more efficient. As we navigate these developments, it's crucial to maintain a balanced perspective and weigh the potential benefits against the potential risks. At the AIDailyPress, we'll continue to provide you with expert insights and commentary to help you stay informed and make informed investment decisions. Stay ahead of the curve, and let's make informed investment decisions together. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. Firstly, NASA's Artemis program is making strides with its plans for interplanetary travel. The agency is closely monitoring SpaceX's Starship progress, which could potentially land 2 astronauts on the lunar surface in 2025. This marks a significant milestone in human space exploration and underscores the importance of private-public partnerships in driving innovation. Secondly, SpaceX itself is pushing boundaries with its new Super Heavy booster, dubbed Booster 7. The upgraded design features Raptor V2 engines, increased payload capacity, and enhanced docking adapters, enabling longer journeys to destinations like the Moon and Mars. This technological marvel is set to take to the skies next month, marking a historic occasion for SpaceX. Lastly, Chinese company Galaxy Space is making waves in the commercial space sector with its plans to launch more satellites into orbit. As China's first unicorn company in this field, Galaxy Space is a testament to the country's commitment to nurturing innovation and pushing the boundaries of space exploration. However, this development also raises important questions about long-term sustainability, orbital debris management, and ethical considerations surrounding commercialization. As we embark on this new era of space exploration, it's crucial that we approach these developments with a critical and nuanced perspective, balancing technological ambition with environmental stewardship and societal responsibility. Join us throughout the day for more in-depth analysis and updates on these exciting stories. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. Firstly, Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Justin Jefferson has been sharing his thoughts on what could have been if quarterback Sam Darnold had remained with the team. This sparks an interesting debate about team choices and player loyalty as the NFL season heads into the Super Bowl. In other news, Tom Brady's LFG Awards ceremony was a night to remember, recognizing outstanding performances from the 2023 NFL season. The awards honored talented athletes such as Jackson Smith and Jigba, Kyle Monangai, and Quentin Lake, among others. Lastly, the Arizona Cardinals have announced their new head coach, Mike LaFleur, formerly of the Los Angeles Rams. With over a decade of coaching experience, LaFleur brings a fresh perspective to the team, aiming to revamp their offense and inject new life into their performance. These stories and more will continue to unfold as the NFL season comes to a close. Now, for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. Firstly, we celebrated the vibrant culture of Japan through the lens of Kikokushijo, Japanese individuals who have spent time abroad and returned to their homeland. Their unique blend of cultural backgrounds, languages, and perspectives often leads to a complex navigation of stereotypes, suspicions, and feelings of isolation. Secondly, we reported on the tragic death of Ifunanya, a 28-year-old rising star in the Nigerian music scene who was bitten by a snake in her apartment. Her passing has sparked an outpouring of grief and raised concerns about the quality of healthcare in Nigeria, particularly with regards to patient safety and access to antivenom. Lastly, we took you on a journey to Abuja, where we delved into the story of Ifunanya's life, legacy, and the impact she had on her community. We also touched on the importance of addressing the shortage of antivenom and improving access to quality healthcare in rural areas. And finally, we reflected on the richness of cultural diversity through the stories of Kikokushijo, highlighting their triumphs, challenges, and the lessons they've learned along the way. These stories remind us that our world is a complex, multifaceted tapestry, woven from diverse experiences, perspectives, and identities. As we navigate this intricate landscape, we're invited to cultivate empathy, understanding, and inclusivity. Join us as we continue to explore the human experience, celebrating the unique stories and perspectives that make our world a more fascinating and nuanced place. Now, for the latest in fashion and entertainment, here is Joan Streams.
Thank you, Charles. First up, we have the Grammy Awards, which were a huge success this year, with a unique blend of fashion, music, and activism on full display. The event saw stunning outfits from veteran stars like Lady Gaga, Miley Cyrus, and Teyana Taylor, as well as newcomers like K-pop Demon Hunters vocalists, Ege, Audrey Nuna, and Ray Ami. Speaking of which, K-pop Demon Hunters made history by taking home its first ever Grammy Award for Best Song, Written for Visual Media, marking a significant milestone for K-pop's global recognition. On a different note, we have a scathing review of the Melania movie, which our critic describes as an absolute train wreck and a 2-hour slog of airbrushed nothingness. The film attempts to pass off Melania Trump as a fashion genius, but fails to deliver any substance or context, instead opting for a shallow and vapid narrative that whitewashes the Trump administration's atrocities. Tune in later for more in-depth discussions on these topics, And don't forget to check out our website for the full articles. Thanks for listening to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Now for the latest in nature and environment. Here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Joan. Firstly, we discussed the impact of extreme weather conditions on global ecosystems, highlighting the delicate balance between human activities and natural environments. We explored how these events can have far-reaching consequences for biodiversity, food security, and human health. Secondly, we delved into the rapidly evolving world of finance, focusing on the growth of tokenized equities. With the market approaching a 1 billion milestone, we examined how blockchain technology is transforming traditional financial assets and the regulatory frameworks that are shaping this sector's future. Lastly, we analyzed the mixed analyst sentiment surrounding Zoetis Inc., a leading animal health company. We considered the intricate link between animal well-being and human health, as well as the role companies like Zoetis play in maintaining the balance of our ecosystem. This story underscored the complexities of navigating the healthcare sector, where innovation, market conditions, and regulatory environments intersect. These articles demonstrate the AI Daily Press's commitment to exploring the intersections of nature, finance, and human well-being. We'll continue to bring you in-depth coverage of these topics and more, providing insights that help you navigate our increasingly interconnected world. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Attenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.